Morning, everybody. I am on the road to Zion National Park right now. I just left the little town of Hurricane, Utah, and it is about 7:15 a.m. The sun has not yet crested the mountains, but got some beautiful clouds this morning. The sun hit it, so it was nice and orange and purples, so that was pretty. Not sure what to expect in Zion. I'm hoping there'll be some good hiking. I believe there's over 80 hiking trails. Obviously, some of them I'm not gonna even attempt. Like Angel's Rest, I'd love to do that one, but I'm not gonna do that one by myself. Just because of the difficulty, and I'd rather just have a hiking partner on some of those trails. So I'm gonna do the Canyon Overlook Trail if I can, and hopefully find one or two more that I can do. I gotta remember to drink a lot of water today. I'm feeling dehydrated, a little bit tired, and just feeling run down for the last couple of days. And I think it's because I've done so much in such a compressed amount of time, and my body is starting to disagree with some of the stresses that I've put it through, like not eating properly. I've got a little bit of a canker sore going on in my mouth, so it's making it difficult to eat. So I don't know. First world problems, right? But, yep, getting into Zion. I got about 20 miles to go before the park entrance, and it's beautiful country up here. Gorgeous red and white cliffs. So I'm pretty excited about today. I'm hoping it'll be a lot better than yesterday. I'm hoping the crowds won't be as crazy, and maybe I'll actually feel like I'm in the wilderness and not at an amusement park. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Guys, I am on my way down from, I believe it's called the Watchman Trail here at Zion National Park. It's the first hike I did. I actually parked my car and was walking to the visitor center to get a little bit more information about some of the hikes, and I saw a placard for a ranger-led hike, so I decided to try that, and I'm glad I did. We learned a lot about the ethnobiology of the area, learned a lot about the plants and how the southern Paiute natives used the plants for food, shelter, pretty much everything you can imagine that we need in modern life, how they utilize the area around us. to live here. So it's actually a pretty cool hike. It was around 4-mile round trip. At the top of the mesa, we had a beautiful view of the valley below and all the mountains you can see behind me. And I'm sorry. So we're headed back down to the car now. It was a good hike though. Definitely a lot better experience than I had at Grand Canyon yesterday. That kind of left me a little bit jaded, but it's nice to be out here in nature. There's not a whole lot of people out here, and I'm getting some decent pictures. So hopefully my day continues in this positive way. So I'll check up with you guys in a little bit, and hopefully I'll have another hike under my belt at the end of the day. So bye guys. Just checking in. I'm attempting to do the Angel's Landing hike here at Zion National Park, and if I tilt down, that is where I'm trying to get to. It was a 2.5-mile hike up one way, and I think the elevation gain was like 2,000 feet, I think. That's where I started. It's way down there. Actually, across the river and across the road, there's a little shuttle stop back there. So I've been trekking up this hill, and I've probably made 300 feet in elevation gain, and I'm already sweating. But I'm going to press on. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually go to the Angel's Landing or if I'm going to stop at the, I think it's Scouts Overlook, or Scouts Lookout. That's before you get to the crazy chained up kind of walk along the precipice where it's 1,000 feet down either way if you slip. So I haven't gauged it with my own eyes. I don't know how steep it is. But that's my destination. So hopefully when I get to the top, I will check in with you guys again. Alright guys. Excuse me. I'm literally getting attacked by chipmunks. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm going to try to get some video of it. They've been climbing on my back while I'm resting here. That right there is Angel's Landing. I made it most of the way up. Taking a break. My body needed some protein. I still got a little ways to go. I think round trip it's 1.1 mile to the top of Angel's Landing and back up. So once I get replenished, I am going to attempt it. Once I get attacked by chipmunks first. Oh my gosh, another one's coming. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, they're not afraid of people, so. Alright guys, hopefully I'll make it up to the top of that in one piece without falling down the 1,000-foot cliff on either side. And I'll check back in with you guys. Bye!
What are you telling me to hold on for? I'm not moving.
These are old little dudes. And they just climbed on the boot. I don't know if you can see behind me, but that's Angel's Landing. I thought I was getting close, but no. I have a long way to go. But apparently it's worth it. I don't know if you guys can see. There's tiny little people climbing up that. So,
Someone did say that was the hardest part.
I'm gonna have some adrenaline going at the top of this, so.
Have any idea this is what this was?
See if I can do it. Almost made it. Right behind me is the final ascent to Angel's Landing.
No.
It has been crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that behind me. It's about 1,000 feet straight down. So if you're afraid of heights, this is not a good hike for you, but it seems like that's not an issue for me. Mine is my balance, because I brought my big backpack and it has all my camera equipment in it. So, alright guys, I'm going to try the last bit of it. Check out with you at the top. Hey guys, I made it to the top of Angel's Landing. This was a hike I wasn't really planning on doing today, but I am so glad that I did. It was strenuous and mentally exhausting. I'm tired and I can't believe I have to go all the way down again, but it was definitely worth it. Feeling pretty accomplished, and it's one of the highlights of my trip so far. So I'm pretty excited that I did it. So can't wait for you guys to see the pictures I'm taking from the top too. Hey guys, just checking in with you. I am currently in St. George, Utah, and I decided to drive a little bit further away from Zion so I could find a decent hotel for a decent price, because last night the hotel that I stayed in was gross. Like, my clothes are permeated with the smell of my hotel room, and there were like house flies in the room, and I had to like shoo them out the window. It was really, really gross. I probably shouldn't have stayed there, but I just needed a place to crash and shower, and I was up at dawn to get out of that gross room, which was actually, it worked out because I was able to do 2 hikes today in Zion. The first one I did was called the Watchman Trail, and that was a ranger-led hike, and she took us up and kind of went over some of the plants and their uses by the Paiute natives that used to live in the valley. So that was really cool. At the very top, we were at the top of a mesa about 400 feet over the canyon floor, and we were able to see the lodge and everything from there. So that was a fun hike. And then when I got back down to the visitor center, I did a little bit of shopping and was kind of contemplating what I wanted to do for the rest of the day while I kind of ate some snacks. And I decided that because I was in Zion, I really wanted to do the Angel's Landing hike, and it's a hike that I have been interested in for years. So I kind of put my fears aside and decided that I was just going to go and see what it was about. Even if I didn't make it to the top, I would go as far as I felt comfortable with, and I would turn around whenever I felt like it was unsafe or if I should have had a partner or whatever. But fortune smiled upon me, and when I got to the top, I ended up hooking up with this girl who was traveling. She's been on the road for 5.5 months. She's been living out of her van as she's traveled the country. She's done like 30,000 miles, and she was kind of having some reservations about doing the final 0.55 mile scrabble, which is basically you're climbing a cliff with a chain, just kind of holding onto this chain, rock climbing all the way up the top. It was insane. That's all I can say. It was insane. If I would have been by myself, I'm not sure if I would have done it, but she kind of felt the same way, so we joined forces and we made it to the top, and it was so rewarding, and I am so thankful that I did it. And on the way down, we ended up just talking about life and our journeys together, and she's been on a crazy journey trying to figure out her life and where she wants to go. And you know, I was telling her about Matt and my journey over the last year, and we decided when we got to the parking lot that we were gonna go and have a meal together. So that's what we did. We went into Springdale and we had a nice Mexican dinner and continued to talk and following each other on Instagram and on YouTube. So that's exciting, and I'm looking forward to watching some of her videos. She's actually got quite a few subscribers on YouTube, and she's kind of up and coming. So I'm excited to see where her journey takes her. And yeah, it was amazing. I am exhausted. I probably did a total of like 9 or 10 miles today, and my feet are killing me. I need to rehydrate. I drank both of my water bottles. I don't know if you guys can see them. Those were both full when I started the hike, and they were both empty. And I drank some Gatorade too and some extra water, and I've peed twice. So that just tells you the amount of sweat that this hike kind of pulled out of me. So, but it was amazing. I am so thankful that I did it, and I'm so thankful I had somebody to do it with. And I'm glad I made a new friend. And right now, it's 10 o'clock. I'm exhausted. I decided that I'm going to cut Capitol Reef out of my itinerary, and I'm going to do some more hikes in Zion tomorrow, because I just saw a sliver of the park and it is beautiful. And there are so many more places that I want to see. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to hit up Bryce Canyon the next day after that, whatever day that is. I guess that would be Thursday. And then Friday/Saturday, I'll be making my journey home to Seattle. So looking forward to seeing everybody, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying my little video blogs. I know I'm pretty awkward and stuff, and sometimes I'm flying off the cuff. I honestly don't know what I'm going to say when I hit record, so hopefully they're not too boring, and but I hope you guys are getting an authentic look at my journey, and I'm glad that you're here with me. So looking forward to seeing everybody. I love you. Good night.